From the Aishin Broadcast Studio, it's the Executive Spotlight.
Welcome to AutoSuccess Executive Spotlight. I'm Kyle Alexander, and today I'm joined by Jaymie Nielsen, Group Show Director for Digital Dealer. Jaymie, thanks for chatting with me today, and I'm sure everything is getting ramped up as we're going towards Digital Dealer Conference and Expo coming up here soon.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm very happy to be here, very happy to talk about the upcoming show.
Absolutely. A couple new things maybe to talk about with the show this year. One of those being you are streamlining the experience for the 2025 Digital Dealer Conference. Fewer concurrent sessions, expanded expo hall time. You've also got 2 days of show time instead of 2.5 days for this year. Tell me a little bit about why you made these changes and maybe what was the feedback that told you less is more is the way to go.
Yeah, great question. I'm very happy to answer it because we've put a lot of good changes, what I think will be good changes in for both our attendees and our solution providers at the show. We based a lot of the change on surveys for the past couple of years. I recently stepped into the role as show director probably about 5 or 6 months ago, and we looked through several years of surveys and a couple of things that we learned. One, when it comes to our content specifically, our audience is very educated, very business savvy. They don't want to be talked at. They want to be involved in conversations. So we've removed panels completely from the program. So no panels for all of our attendees. And our programming is very specific. So day one is a specific program type, and day two is entirely different on purpose. We want to keep everybody engaged. We want them to want to participate in the conferences. So day one, for example, is all 25-minute bite-sized sessions and a wide variety of topics that you would imagine we would talk about at Digital Dealer, all focused on digital marketing. But there are several other items as well, fixed stops, that type of thing, F&I, a range of items to choose from for our attendees. And then day two goes into deeper thought on those day one concepts. So day two, 90-minute sessions, workshop sessions. So you could use your laptop, you'll have a piece of paper that you'll work with, and you'll work with the team on actively solving a real life problem that a dealer would have in his or her practice or in his or her dealership. So that's really the thought process behind the content change altogether.
Definitely going to make for an action-packed 2 days, I'm sure. Something else to kind of highlight, too, are the 2 new conference-style sessions happening at the conference this year. What are these, and maybe what are you hoping dealers are able to take away from these new conference-style sessions?
Yes, so exactly. That's a great question. Those refer to the 2 different styles that we're doing per day. So day one is that 25-minute bite-size interactive program. And then day two is that longer 90-minute, get your hands dirty, get in, solve a problem with the team, interact with the 2 people that are providing that portion of the conference. So again, no panels, but really just conversations so that when our audience is spending their time at the show, it's very focused and they can take these solutions back into their real life. We have limited the show. We've cut it down from 2.5 days to 2 days, really with the thought process of maximizing our audience's time, right? All of our audience, whether you're a dealer, you're a marketer at a dealer, you're an OEM, you're a decision maker, your goal is to get back to doing business, right? And so time is money. This is a very business focused crowd. And so we want to pack all of the content and the expo hall into 2 full days and then allow people to get back to their jobs of making money, selling cars and all the things that they do that go with that.
Talk a little bit more here, Jaymie, about the expo hall expanded hours. Obviously, that's going to give dealers more time to connect. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so going back to what we learned in our surveys, interestingly enough, our audience is not able to be in 2 places at one time. So we have deconflicted the expo hall hours with our conference time. And what that means specifically is that when the expo hall is open, there's no conference taking place off the expo floor. So there's no education taking place off the expo floor and vice versa. So this allows for our conference participants to really focus when they're at on the education side to focus on the content, focus on what they're learning about, talk to people that they're working with there. And then when that portion is over, the expo hall opens back up. And then we ask that our participants go network on the expo floor. So talk with the solution providers, the ones that are helping support the dealers, the OEMs, the marketers, that type of thing. So it'll be our first year doing this. I'm curious to see what our audience thinks of it moving forward. We're always interested in their feedback, but the goal is really to help all of our participants maximize their time so that they're not figuring out how to be in two places at once.
Awesome stuff. And hey, based on some of that feedback from dealers that have attended past shows and last year's show, I want to talk about AI Hackathon, back by popular demand this year. It seems like such an interesting kind of session for dealers to attend. What sparked the idea of AI Hackathon to kind of move beyond discussing AI theories of what it can do and actually get dealers to create things with different AI tools?
Yeah, so we are super excited about the AI Hackathon. This will be our third year hosting the AI Hackathon. We work with a gentleman named Brent Weiss, who is a great AI educator and works with dealers on the side on his own. And the goal is to do exactly what you said. Instead of just talking about the theory of how AI can help, to actually put something into practice. So we will have 12 tables of 10 people. They'll work in teams. There will be table captions to support Brent Weiss and what he's doing in the room. We're asking people to bring their laptops, and they will get a real life problem when they step into the AI Hackathon room that they have to work as a team to solve. So we will have a winner. There will be one table winner, and the winner will receive a WWE WWF type belt at the end of the show at our closing ceremony, which is a big deal. I'm told that people really like that.
Yeah.
But even if you're not a winner, it's really not the point, right? So everyone likes competition. So that's a great part of it. But they get their hands dirty. They get to solve a problem. And it goes back to what I was talking about earlier about how we want the content to be real life. Solve a problem in real life so that when you leave Digital Dealer, you take it back to your place of business and you can implement it. And the goal is to help you have more business, sell more cars, do more business, front of house, back of house, that type of thing.
Very cool. That's going to be very interesting to see play out, I am sure.
I will tell you, it is, as a side note, it is completely sold out. It is our hottest ticket item, but we do have a wait list. So if you haven't quite signed up for the show yet, and if you're on the fence and you're not sure, we do have a wait list because there's always something that happens with someone's schedule and someone has to fall out of the AI Hackathon. So we will be backfilling if that happens. So please get on our wait list for the AI Hackathon.
Hey, that just goes to show how popular of a session that's going to be. That's awesome.
100%. Yes.
Very cool. Let's switch gears a little bit here. Talk a little bit about just the automotive industry as a whole. Obviously, a lot is going on, a lot of different challenges and obstacles. You have everything from the transition to electric vehicles coming into play, some inventory challenges, consumer behavior is changing. These are just a few of these different obstacles. So at Digital Dealer Conference this year, how do you balance giving dealers some tactical wins they can implement immediately upon returning to their dealership versus preparing them for some massive industry shifts that are coming down the road?
Yeah, it is a very changing industry, and our audience does have a lot that's thrown at them kind of all at one time, if you will. I think if I take the question back to the goal of Digital Dealer is to provide a platform so that the solution providers and our attendees can network and work together in real life so that, let's say a solution provider has an opportunity to provide a solution to one of our attendees that maybe our attendees are looking for, right? That's really the goal of our solution providers, is to connect and do more business. But the other part of it is that there's just natural conversation and networking that takes place in person. So our goal at Digital Dealer is to provide a space and a platform where everybody can connect. And if one dealership is having an issue with something, chances are their neighbor is having a similar issue. So to be able to share best practices, how they've gotten themselves out of a tough situation if they're experiencing it. And I can't overstate the point that doing that in person is really important, right? You make connections, you learn from each other, you find mentors, and that's really the goal of how Digital Dealer wants to help with those ongoing and ever-changing issues that our dealers face.
And kind of building off of that too, what is a piece of advice or maybe a hard truth even that you would tell a dealer about what can separate them as a thriving dealership coming into the next 5 years?
Well, I will be very careful because I'm certainly not the dealership expert, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes when I say this. So again, I will take it back to Digital Dealer and say, come and be interactive, come and be prepared, come and ask questions, challenge our solution providers, ask for what you're looking for, and really get involved and digest all of the content that's happening. We want you to be an active participant because we want you to make the most of your time there. And then hopefully that helps build you up for what's coming in the next couple of years as an automotive expert.
Awesome. I know we mentioned a few minutes ago AI Hackathon. That session's completely sold out. Also should probably mention the Expo Hall is almost completely sold out for this year. So if people want to get in on everything happening at Digital Dealer Conference for 2025, maybe say where they can sign up to attend and talk about the days and hours of the show coming up for this year's Expo.
Yeah, you're right. Our Expo Hall is almost completely sold out. We have just a few booths left. We have a great AE that I've worked with for many years in this industry. His name is Joe Valentino. My contact information is on our website. Joe's contact information is on our website at digitaldealer.com. If you're on the fence and you're not sure, should I attend, should I exhibit, call us. Let's figure it out. We'd love to have you there. We'll figure out how to get you there. From both perspectives, either from an attendee or from an exhibitor point of view. We want you there and we'll figure out how to get you on site.
Great stuff, Jaymie. Thanks again for joining me today. One last question I just kind of like to ask all of our guests here on Executive Spotlight. Is there anything else that you want to add about a Digital Dealer Conference coming up here?
Well, I've enjoyed our time together, so thank you very much. I would add that Digital Dealer has been around for a long time. It's been a staple in the automotive industry. Our team, I am a little newer to the team, but our team is very dedicated to bringing Digital Dealer back to its roots, right? At our heart, we are a digital marketing show, and our goal is to be cutting edge. We've made several changes this year that we encourage you to come out and take part of. We want to meet you. We want to figure out how to support you. What's the best way we can to support your business? So we would love to have you there so you can enjoy and give us feedback on the changes that we have in place so that we can continue to make the show better.
Awesome, Jaymie. Thanks again for joining me and hope the show goes well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.